Nguyen Trung Truc Primary School, Tu Duc District, Family and Friends 4, Special Edition. Hello, students. Today, we study Unit 11 in the museum. Lesson 1, Words. Now, look at the pictures, listen, point, and repeat.
Listening 98. Listen and point.
Bus, helicopter, motorcycle, plane, taxi, train, trolley, plane, taxi, helicopter, train, bus, motorcycle.
Listen and repeat.
Bus, helicopter, motorcycle, plane, taxi, train, trolley.
Part 2. We are going to listen to a conversation between children. They're in the museum. What happens there? Let's listen and read.
Listening 99. Listen and read.
What's this? Is it a trolley?
No, it isn't. It's a horse bus. There were horse buses 200 years ago.
Look at these. There were some funny trains 100 years ago.
Wow! There were skateboards 50 years ago! And they were very big.
Look at this motorcycle, Leo.
Oh, wow! It's so cool!
Can you take a photo of me?
Sure!
Leo, that man is looking at your skateboard.
Wow, look! This skateboard is 50 years old.
No, sorry. That's my skateboard. It's only 2 years old.
Lesson 2, Grammar. Look at the sentences in the box. Listen and read. Please pay attention to the red words.
Listening 100. Listen and repeat.
There was a park in our town 50 years ago. There wasn't a shopping mall in our town 50 years ago. There were some funny trains 100 years ago. There weren't any planes 200 years ago.
Do you see the words lots of, some, and any in the sentences? Remember that we use lots of or some with there were. We use any with there weren't. In this unit, we learn about the simple past tense with verb to be. What is simple past tense? Simple past tense is used to talk about actions that happened in a specific time in the past. Was and were are the simple past form of the verb to be. Look at the table. Please try to learn by heart how to use was and were. For the affirmative form, I was, you were, he was, she was, it was, we were, you were, they were. Or we can use were when the subject is a plural noun and use was when it's a singular noun. For the negative form, we use wasn't with a singular noun and weren't with a plural noun. Pay attention that wasn't means was not. Weren't means were not. Now, look at the table. You should remember another important thing in this unit. Impersonal form and how to use lots of some, any. We use there was or there wasn't with a countable, singular noun, or with an uncountable noun. Look at the example. There was a park in our town 50 years ago. There wasn't a shopping mall in our town 50 years ago. Next, we use lots of or some plus a plural noun with there were. We use any with a negative form, there weren't. For example, there were some funny trains 100 years ago. There weren't any planes 200 years ago. Part 3. Look at the sentences below. Circle the correct word, was or were. Check your answers. 1. There was a park in our town 100 years ago. 2. There were trains 100 years ago. 3. There was a hotel in the town 10 years ago. 4. There were lots of buses 20 years ago. 4. Look at the pictures. Read sentences. Write was, were, wasn't, or weren't. Look and check your answers. Lesson 3. Grammar and Song. Look at the two pictures carefully. I'm going to say a sentence. You will tell me what picture I talk about. For example, there weren't any motorcycles. What picture? It's picture A. Do you understand? Are you ready? Now, listen. 1. There were some buses. What picture? 2. There weren't any planes. What picture? 3. There weren't any cars. What picture? Now, we move to Lesson 5. Skills time. Reading skill. 1. Look at the pictures, listen, point, and repeat.
Listening 104. Listen and point.
Along. In the middle of. At the top of. Between. Inside. In the middle of. Inside. Along. Between. At the top of.
Listen and repeat.
Along. In the middle of. At the top of. Between. Inside.
2. We're going to read a text about Tet holiday. Look at the text, listen and read.
Listening 105. Listen and read.
My Tet holiday. Last month was the Tet holiday. All of my family came to my hometown to celebrate together. My hometown, Da Nang, is in the middle of Vietnam. My cousins traveled from Ho Chi Minh City by plane. Before Tet, we cleaned our house to prepare for the holiday. On New Year's Eve, there was a party at my grandparents' house. They live at the top of a hill. Their house is very beautiful. There are orange trees and lots of flowers. On the first day of Tet, my brother and I dressed in new clothes, and my grandparents gave us lucky money. We stayed at home with our family. We ate ban chung and fruit. We played lots of games. We visited our friends on the second day of Tet. They had new clothes and lucky money too. We walked along the beach. We laughed and talked together all day. On the third day, we took gifts to our teachers. My teacher's house is between the beach and the town. I gave her flowers and fruit. My teacher was happy to see me and said, "Happy New Year." My holiday was very happy. I love Tet. By Win T. Oin.
Read again and complete the sentence. Check your answers. 1. Da Nang is Owen's hometown. 2. Owen's grandparents live at the top of the hill. 3. Owen and her brother had new clothes. 4. Owen's teacher was happy to see her. That's all for you this week. Goodbye.